Good evening, friends. Welcome to another art night. Tonight is the night where we finally move on from the disgusting, filthy space vermin into a higher breed of creature, the space fox. I am elated for this moment, but before we get there, we still need to fix up the stupid hieroglyphs, which I have been having not the best time with. You can see the groping hand there. We will need to take care of that real quick, but I'm hoping it will not take a ton of time this time around. I know every time I say this, we're gonna finally get to the fox today. It's been like 3 weeks and we're still not quite there. Hopefully tonight is the night. I I do believe it. I want to believe it. This is all I've got. This better happen. Okay, before we begin, quick shout out to Nightwave Plaza providing us with delicious vaporwave music while we're working. I'm actually gonna crank it up a bit because, hot damn, you don't really want to listen to me talking where you have this heavenly music. Okay, so let's see where we're at. Beginning with good old Rita here, doing her thing. Cut to the squirrel. Sick of it. Sick of the sight of it. Here we go. Shoot the laser. Fire in my laser. And here is where we are at. So, just gonna bring us to the spot here. You can see that I have all of the hieroglyphs currently in a stack. And here, oh, zoom in is a little extreme. We have this creepy groping hieroglyph hand just stroking the armpit of this hapless squirrel. That's really not okay. We need to do something with this. So either I give up the ghost on these hieroglyphs. I mean, now that I look at it after a week has passed, and this is really, I would say, if you ever accept any kind of advice from me, which is not advised, but let's say that you do, always take a break from looking at your work before you make kind of like extreme decisions or permanent kind of decisions that are going to, before you print this thing out or send it to a client, always take a couple of hours after you've spent a lot of time working on something and just go do something else, go for a walk, have a meal, take a shower, maybe catch a few hours of sleep, even if you're on a deadline. Believe me, I went through art school and I know what tight deadlines are, and I've been doing this kind of stuff freelance, so I know what demanding client deadlines are as well. But try and do it, and trust me, when you look at your work with fresh eyes, for me it's been less than a week, but I'm looking at this right now and this is actually not as bad as I remembered it was. I mean, yeah, sure, that motion is hella creepy, but the motion of the hieroglyph itself emerging from the smoke, I'm kind of fine with it, honestly. We just need to make this, I think, either reverse the hand, just flip it around, or alternatively, what was I going to say? Or alternatively, just add more stuff there, add more stuff to the clutter. So with the other hieroglyphs, it's not just going to be that one creepy hand. And it's not even that noticeable, honestly. by the time you realize, oh, is that a hand? It's kind of gone. So, you know, I don't hate it as much as I did before, for sure. But I still think that it needs work. Absolutely. So that's what we're going to do today. Hopefully it's not going to take a ton of time. I want to kind of push these hieroglyphs, you know, quickly. Sorry about the clicking. I will not do that again into the mic. Just really push these hieroglyphs out of the way, and then we can finally get to our wonderful fox that's going to emerge from this squirrel. I'm gonna use its kind of like core mass here as the canvas from which the fox is going to leap out. In a sort of, I mean, this is definitely an alien homage of sorts. Or homage, I should say. Someone has alerted me to the fact that homage is not a French word. It's homage, and it's supposed to be pronounced, you know, like an English person would. But what do I know? I barely speak any English, and I definitely don't speak any French. So let's look at this hand. This monkey, this cursed monkey's paw that's just been all up in my grill. So let's see if I can just flip it using an effect. I'm assuming either perspective or distort should do it. Bend it, split, lens. Is there one that just flips it? Tiller, split, slant. Page, turn. Ripple, smear, spherize, offset. Ooh, offset is super fun. Maybe mirror. Maybe mirror is the one for me. Let's see what it does. Reflection angle. Okay, it's gone, which makes me feel like it's not really gone, but it's like there. So I'm not going to use that. Twirl. What would that do? The thing is, okay, so normally what I would do is just R for rotate and just rotate it here. But since I already have like a rotation effect happening here, it will not work. So it's gonna take a little bit more than that. Let's just look at the parts where it's visible. If only I could just very quickly and easily. Could it really be that easy? My God, yes it can. Okay, this is already better. There's something, I don't know, it's a tiny bit less upsetting when the hand is kind of stroking the outside of the body rather than the inside. I already like it better this way, so we're gonna keep it that way. Let me just quickly save this. I'm trying to be better with the saving here. And I think that's going to be enough for the hand. I'm gonna move on from that. So let's look at our next friend here. The foot. Do I really want to go from hand to foot? Yeah, why not? I mean, yeah, why not? And I think the foot I'm going to keep it white. or at least light. I might reduce the opacity on this one, but the foot is going to come into play earlier. So I'm thinking the same thing that we've done with this. So, how to do this? How to do this? Well, how indeed. How indeed. So, what we want to do is we want to, first of all, I'm trying to kind of recap in my head. It's been a week and I've already forgotten. I'm trying to recap in my head if I've first set the anchor point for the hand and then did the entire position thing, or if I first did the position thing and then the anchor point. And if it even matters, and I think it does. If I recall correctly, it does. Just 1 second, please. Apologies, I'm still shaking off a cough or a cold. Just trying to make sure my stream is not collapsed. I'm watching this on my phone. Yeah, it looks like we're still in business. Alright, so, let's see here. Yeah, so with this in mind, how did I do this? See, I should have been better. Should have kept more of a log of my activity. But let's for now just place our friend over here. This is where it's going to start. And I think it's going to start quite a bit smaller actually. So I'm going to bring scale in again and let's start it at like 20. And it's going to grow out of the smoke. Kind of as it passes and just kind of flare out. So maybe a little bit out. Uh-oh. Didn't want to do that. Just a little bit out to here. I don't want it to go over the thing's head too much. So maybe like over here. Yeah, this is fine. And then bring the anchor point to the palm here. And I'm going to actually pin that because I would want the anchor point to like come and go. So tuck, tuck. Oh, right. Now I remember. Huh. Interesting that. Okay, let's do position first, actually. And I'm going to copy... No, I can't copy the position from this. But I can copy it from the smoke. So let's find one of the smokes. P, okay. And I'm just gonna copy all of these guys. No, don't do that. Please. Alright, so we are following. Cool, this is fine. Now, let's bring anchor point again. And see if I can do this. So, tuck. Here, let's bring it out a bit. Or let's actually bring it in a tiny bit. Oh no, don't do that. Let's bring it in a tiny bit. No. Yeah, you see, it's moving the whole thing. Alright, I've done it wrong. So let's go back on all of this. Let's see the position here. Alright, anchor point. Alright, I get it. Let's move this a little bit out, or sorry, a little bit in. And then quite a ways out. And a tiny bit in. I don't want this to be too drastic. So a tiny bit out again. And then just out all the way. Now, with that in mind, let's do the position stuff. So position here. Again, copy all of this stuff. What? Why did it do it on position? Oh, okay, I get it. That's fine. Which one is which? Okay, let's see what that looks like. Alright, so it is actually doing what I wanted to do now. It's kind of a clumsy system. Also, towards the end there, I don't like what it's doing at all. So here... Yeah, that's the pickle. Alright, let's try that. Yeah, that's fine. On the anchor point one, I might want to apply eases. And then again, I might not. Let's see how it looks with the eases. That first one is a little too jarring, I think. Let's see it again. Tuck, tuck, tuck. That foot is definitely going places. It's definitely kicking a bit. Alright, I guess we won't really know until we look at the rotation. So, where are we? We need to go back to 16. So hopefully it's clear what I'm doing here. I mean, it's barely clear even to myself, so maybe I shouldn't assume that. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to have the axis of the foot, the anchor point. I want that to move with the hand of this, with the body of my main subject, so that it looks as though it's concurrent with that and concurrent with the smoke. At the same time, though, I want it to kind of diverge out from the smoke and flow down into space. And that's why I've kind of played around with the distance from the anchor point. So the anchor point itself is fixed, but the distance from the anchor point to the object is fluctuating. And now I'm going to add kind of like the last element of that motion is the rotation. And that's basically it. So, I'm thinking just kind of like a smooth around rotation that's counter to the rotation of the smoke. So I'm going to bring it all the way to the end here and rotate it this way. Almost, let's say 100 degrees. Let's see what that looks like. Okay. So this is where the motion starts. I'll be quite honest, it doesn't look good. And the reason is what I've done with the anchor point doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for the foot to pull in and then kind of kick out like that. It should just kick out. It should just kick out to space right away. So I think the rotation is fine. It's just the anchor point is not great. So let's try and fix that real quick. Just gonna delete that, see what that does. That's already better. It's already better, but here with this one, the rotation point should be like this, should be way out. It should be like way out here. Okay, I really don't like that choppy. Alright, so I'm starting to be a little lazy here, which is not good. I'm gonna have to do the position thing again. So, just delete all of these anchor points. Past that first one. Back to anchor point. Delete all of the anchor points past that first one. And then start. So, 1, 2, 3. I want this to be quite out. What am I doing? Focus, man. Wide out here. Like even further. Maybe a little bit back in, like a tiny bit. Far out. Tiny bit in. And far out again. That's it. Now position, I'm going to get rid of all of these position ones. I just want the anchor point ones. Okay. See, I'm learning. It's slow, but I am learning. Now again, I can once more copy all of these guys. This music is amazing. Alright, and now you can see that, yeah, this is a lot better. It's floating out of space. And actually, it's kind of going out of the screen. Which, you know, whatever, I can adjust that. What I don't like about this is that it's going over the squirrel's face. So that leads me to believe that I should slow this down a bit. So these guys, let's just come here for a second. Here, this is the problem. So here, before things are like at this point, yeah, all this area is bad. I need to either make the rotation go quite a bit faster to complement what the smoke is doing. Because with if you look at the hand, the motion of the hand like kind of stems directly from the smoke. The smoke is going this way and the hand goes directly that way. So it makes sense that they come out of each other. But with this foot one, look at that. It's not right. The smoke is going this way, which means the foot should go this way, but it's going that way. And the reason for that is that I increased the anchor point too drastically here. So I'm going to put a station maybe here. And bring the anchor point quite a bit closer. So it's like this is still kind of bad. Even closer. Oh, but I'm forgetting that. Okay, yeah. No, I did it fine. So maybe this much is enough. And then these two are going to be like 1, 2, 3. I'm going to shift these two to here. And now, let's go back to position. I'm going to get rid of this. And copy one more time. I'm actually going to hide this. I don't need to see the hand one anymore. I'm done with that one. So let's go back here. Copy all of these one more time. How many times have I done this already? And let's see what we look like now. Okay, so the rotation should really be faster here. This is kind of slow, and I don't like that it's... Okay, so I don't like that it's coming in. So here it's... Yeah, look at that. It's going in and then kicks out. This should be even closer in. Okay, so it kicks out, but yeah, it's going on the face again. Should be like over here. Still going on the face. Did I forget to add rotation? Oh, I did. It's just way too slow. Okay, this rotation should be like far wilder. Okay, that's better. But then why is it doing that? No, 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 no. Let's make a point here. And then bring this to like 120. Let's see what that looks like. So it's coming out of the smoke, rising up. That inward motion is not doing us any favors. This. Let's get rid of that completely. You know what? I'm just gonna clear all of this. Just clear all of it. Don't know why this is. Clear all of this. Clear the rotation as well. Do I have anything in position? I don't. Okay. So, finger point. Let's start with that. This can be a little bit further out. And the whole thing is gonna start here. We already agreed on that. Kind of like inside the smoke. Now, let's do rotation first. This time around. So we got our first key point. I want this to go for a second. Within a second, I want this thing to be kind of out there. Let's put it at 70. You know, I don't like odd numbers, but you know, we'll go with it. And then 20 frames, let's bring it down to like 60. See, I'm overcomplicating things again, it's just my nature. And then here in the end, I'll bring it to like 120. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, it's following the smoke. I shouldn't have that. Just get rid of it. Yeah, just rotating like so. That's fine. Now, let's do anchor point. So, I'm gonna move here. An anchor point should be far and away. Far and away. But I don't want it to affect the position. What? Point. Far and away, cool. Now, here it's going to move just a tiny, just a smidge in. And then just continue to float out. Another tiny smidge in. And out we are. Cool. Now, I'm gonna get rid of all of these position ones. Lovely. Let's see what that looks like. So kicking off, coming in a little bit, and continuing to kick off. Alright. Now, we get to the tricky one. This is the one that always trips me. We're kicking off. I can hardly see the foot even, but whatever. Then it just kind of floats out to space, which I'm fun with. That rotation is a little too fast there. I like that it's not on the face, but it's a little bit on the fast side now. It should be more graceful. I think maybe if it starts a little later. Yeah. Yeah, that rotation is a little severe. Maybe bring it down to like 40. Or maybe keep it at 60 or 70 rather, but start it at like 40. Or start it at 30. There you go. That's nicer. And now all we need to do is maybe lower the position here a tiny bit. So maybe start it at like 20. And bring it up to 60. You see, this is why I don't like... Odd numbers always fail me. So let's see what that looks like. We're getting close. It's a kind of like a tug, a pull and tug, but it is happening. Yeah. Now let's create a fade in. So opacity, put a thing here. Here it should be 0. Here it should be like, say 20. Barely there. Here I want it to be at 80. Continue, continue, continue. Let's bring it down just a tiny bit to like 40. That's too much. 60. That's better. And then honestly at this point, like it can be, let's bring it to like 80 again, and then here it can be like 0. Alright, so let's see what that looks like. Oh, that was really weird. Still a little fast. That's the one thing that kicks me about this foot. Yeah. It's the speed of it. So 20 is fine. Let's bring it even down to like 10. And here to like 40. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, it's just grazing the squirrel's face a bit, which I'm not stoked about, and it's still going fast. It looks like it's shooting out of there. Look how like subtle the hand just kind of glides out. It just feels like it's falling out of the smoke, whereas here it's like pew, ridiculous. No way. Let's bring it back up to 20 here. Maybe it's not the rotation so much as that anchor point. Here it's minus. No, it's quite drastic, isn't it? see what that looks like. Okay, there we go. It's not on the squirrel's face. It's not overlapping the black smoke, at least not too much. I think we found a happy medium here. It was the anchor point. Okay, that's good. This I can live with. Yeah. Yeah, I'm digging it. Alright, so let's save that. See, this took like half the time that the hand one took, and I'm sure the next one is going to be even shorter. So, which one is the next one even? Untitled. Ooh, mysterious. What the hell is this? I guess it's a pigeon? It's a pigeon. It's a pigeon. Oh, it's a bird. I already named this thing. Or did I? Hold on. Whoa, what's going on here? Which one is this? Rosetta Stone. Okay, we know what that one is. Why is the slug? That's the slug. Okay. Raven. That's the raven. Hand should be seen here. Yeah. Okay. So why was I working on the hand and the foot before I did the raven and the slug? I mean, I guess that makes sense, but does it so? Here is the foot. Here's the hand. Okay, yeah, it's fine. So this apparently is a bird. Since I already brought it out, I'm gonna use it. Let's adjust the scale here. Bring it down a bunch. It's probably too big. The other ones were 40, and I don't want them to all be the same size. This one is kind of long and ugly, so I'm gonna make it like 36. It's not ugly. I shouldn't say that, but it's kind of like, I don't know. It's not the best. So this is where the foot appears, and I think that around the same time the bird is going to appear from here and kind of fly this way. So this is 1610. Let's put the bird here-ish. And I'm going to try something slightly different with this. So first of all, let's invert it. What did I use on my hand? I'm going to subtract it. Cool. Now, yeah. So I'm going to try something different here. Let's bring the anchor point again. And place that puppy over here. Now let's copy the position here. And I know what you guys are thinking. Oh no. This idiot is doing the same mistake again. But no, I'm not. Or at least I hope I'm not. What I'm going to try and do here is do what I've done with the anchor point, but this time I'm going to try and do it with the scale. So look what happens when I make the bird grow. It kind of shifts away, right? I haven't really thought this through. I realize immediately. Alright, so let's see what that looks like. So you see as it's growing inside, it's also growing away from the center, right? It's not doing it very, quite frankly, it's not really doing it substantially enough. Yeah. Alright. It's not gonna be enough. So I started, let's bring it back to like 34. Where did I start? Started 30, 34. Let's bring this down to like 32. Just real subtle. I don't want to go too far here. I just want to do like a pulsing effect. 60 is way too much. Let's bring it to like 38. That's the largest I'll go with this thing. And then all the way to, I guess, even 0. No, not 0. Maybe 20%. It's not going to be visible over space anyway. Alright, so position, I'm gonna again. Yeah, joke's on me, I have to do it again anyway. An anchor point. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Pull it out. Like yay much. Tuck, tuck, bring it in a tiny bit. Tuck, tuck, tuck. All the way out here. Tuck in a tiny bit. Tuck, tuck. All the way out here. That's actually too much, probably. And position. Get rid of all of these, we don't want them. What we do want is, where is it? What did I collapse it? What I want is this stuff. Command C. And Command V. And now it's gonna do it. Yeah. So let's see that it's not too drastic here. It have a tendency to go a little while with this stuff. And I can kind of tell that it is a little bit too fast. Yeah. Man. Alright. So let's go back one. Anchor point again. This is too much. This is too much. This is probably fine. This again, too much. That's fine. And this, honestly, I don't care. Get rid of these two. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, it's way too... That last one is just awful. Okay, so it's just that last one that sucks. Here. Yeah. So try something here. Just hovering out to orbit. Why am I doing this to myself? I don't need all these stages. I already have the change in size. It just needs to be a gradual... Yeah, look at that beautiful float. With the change in size... What? Oh. This is the problem. It's reducing in size drastically here. Let's bring this back up to 32. Like, why is it doing it so sharply? It wasn't the rotation at all, it was the scale. Yeah, okay, this is a gradual float out and then a tiny bit of scaling. Fine. That's all you need. Now, let's do the position thing. Copy this one more time. Still taking me a ton of time, but every time I get a little bit faster with this. I hope you all notice that. I know there's an overlap with the foot right now, but don't forget that there's going to be rotation added soon, so. This music is very spacey and I'm digging it. Alright, so now 610. Rotation. Place this thing here. Just go to the end. And say we rotate this thing. I don't want to do 120 again. Also, it's like shooting out of screen, which I'm not crazy about. Let's do 140. See what that looks like. It's a lot prettier in slow motion, and I don't know if that's a good thing. I can barely see it. It's black over space. We need to do something with it. We need to... Alright, the motion, honestly, I don't mind. I think it's fine. It's also kind of funny that this, like, penguin or pigeon or whatever it is, like, taking a dive. I'm just gonna bring this to like 130, just so that the motion is not as severe. Yeah, this is fine. So, you know, laugh all you want, but the scaling thing actually helps. Now, let's do opacity real quick. So start here. I want to start at 0. Here it's going to be like 20. At this point I want to crank it up to 80. Tuck, 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 tuck. And then tuck, tuck. Bring it back to 0. Alright, so you can all see it now. Kind of popping out. It's very faint. And that's the issue. If I had this video in full scale, you can't really see the bird. You can see the hand, kinda sorta. You can see the foot, just enough. The bird, there is just no way. So what I'm going to do is save, first and foremost. And I'm going to apply a layer style. Do I want an inner glow or an outer glow? The age-old question. Let's try an inner glow this one time. Okay, now you definitely see the bird. The problem is, I don't really want a yellow glow on the bird. I want like a dark glow. So I'm gonna change this color to like a gray color. A lighter gray color. Yeah. See, it's rough. It's hard to do. It's rough to do. It's rough to do. It's rough to make dark in video appear on dark. Let's see. Maybe something more subtle. This is as light as I can go before it becomes not that color. And here it's just like all you see is the outer glow. And that's no bueno. So I'm going to use I'm going to try outer glow instead. Same issue, but this is a little bit better because it goes around the outlines rather than over them. So this time if I take like a light gray, it's a little bit better. I just want to select this medium gray, see what that looks like. Kind of defeats the purpose of it emerging out of the snow or out of the smoke. Let's see if increasing the size or spread or whatever, if that's going to do anything. I have a feeling After Effects is about to crush on me. I'm glad I saved before I did this. Hopefully it won't. Yeah, I know. Just do it, don't argue with me right now, After Effects. Alright, so let's see. I kind of want that little bit of dirt, but not that much. 6%. Spread should be at like 80. Size at 0. Yeah, it's just not. Maybe I should just have it do like a little pulse. So start at like 16 here. 1610. Just tuck, tuck, tuck. And then as it shoots out here, boom, boom, here, I want things to switch a bit. So it does this like pulse. Just darken a bit. Tuck, tuck. Tug it back in. Almost all the way. And then back to 0. And you can't see it anymore. That's all I can do. If I make it stand out, it doesn't look like it's made out of smoke. This hint is like, ooh, it's kind of like charcoaly. That's all I can get out of it, really. Just to like kind of announce its presence there, a tiny bit. You're like, ooh, was that? What was that shadow scene? Motion is fine. I like that it's tipping back. The rotation's too slow. It's the one thing that... Yeah, I think it is. That's the one issue I have here. I want to bring the rotation back to 140. Okay, and somehow we've already spent an hour on this. Alright, this is fine. I'm going to save it. I'm going to also clear my cache here, my cache. Now let's fill it right back up again. Yeah. All my work somehow looks better in slow motion, and it makes me mad. It suggests to me that my pacing is all wrong. I have like too short of an attention span or something. That being said, I have spent well over 2 months at this point on this one pointless video. Absolutely pointless. This is never going to be shown anywhere. But I'm still with it. I'm still into it for some reason. Okay, so back to our predicament here. Who's next in line? Hopefully something funner than that boring penguin. Ooh, the slug. The slug might be my favorite one. What do I want to do with the slug? Kind of too good to be true. I think it should kind of start from like a horizontal position because obviously. And I think it's going to have a very short trajectory. It's not going to go all around like everything else. It is a slug, so I want it to kind of like do like a warp thing. And just crawl across the squirrel's body, almost. But that might look bad. Or it might look awesome, who knows. I'm gonna try it. So, let's start with scale again. Bring it down a bunch. Let's keep it at 44. I kind of like that slug, and I want it to be a pronounced slug. That's a slug. Now, this smoke is going to go up this way, so the slug is going to kind of like dip, and then rise, and dip, and fade. That's what I want. So it's going to have a slightly different trajectory than the other stuff we've done so far. I don't think I'm even going to tie it here. So let's lock in the position and just kind of go. So wow, my After Effects is really struggling. So I'm digging the dip. This is enough of a dip. Oh, you know what? I still should lock. Alright, tuck. Let's see what that looks like. Ooh. I don't think, yeah. I think I need to clear some room on my computer stat. If I want to continue playing this game. Also, it breaks my heart to say this, but I don't think we'll get to the fox today. Even though I named this video Fox Reveal. Ah, the lies I tell myself. Heinous lies. Alright, so here comes the foot. Followed closely. Oh no. Oh no, it's struggling. It's really struggling. Here we go. Here's the first bird. Just kind of peeping over the smoke. Yeah, my computer. I need to clear some space on this computer. Right quick. Maybe I just need to pre-compose a bunch of stuff. So it's not always like this. Yeah, I'll do that for next week. If this thing crushes on me, that's just going to be it for tonight, and I'll pre-compose a bunch of stuff for next week. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I apologize for the speed of this machine. It's not really doing what it should be. But it does allow me to really see what the motion would look like, which is good. Alright, come on, just a few hundred more frames and we're there. It's just a tiny little slug. Of course it's a lot more than that, but you know, I'm just being a jerk. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Here we go. Alright, so. Yeah, it looks absolutely horrible. Yeah, that's horrendous. That's horrendous. Motion is way too drastic. Choppy. You don't get that up and down feel almost. Like a tiny bit, but not really. Yeah, I'll have to do all of that again, sadly. But before I do, I need to do something about this horrendous rendering speed. What's my situation here? Oof. Yeah, it's no bueno. Yeah, go away. You know about that. Yeah, I guess the correct way to do this would be the way that I've done this before. It's just a little bit more work. So scale is there, rotation is there now, anchor point is there now. So let's place my anchor point here. And back to scale. I'm gonna start small, like 20. And tuck, tuck. Bring it up to 44. Tuck, tuck. Bring it down a tiny bit to 36.
I think that's it.
And then tuck, tuck. Bring it up to 42. Tuck, tuck. Tuck. Bring it down to 32. 36. Now, anchor point. So, tuck, tuck. It's just, yeah, I'm just gonna do a continuous pull out. Like so. That's about right, I would say. Now position. Let's copy this again. Oh, always forget. Always I forget. Position. And let's see what that looks like. And if you're thinking, oh, this looks really bad, you're right, but I haven't added the rotation yet. So I'll remember that. And here we go. It's a little too drastic still. I like it. It's kind of sluggish, but it's not sluggish enough. So scale. Let's bring this down to 42. Or 40, whatever. 36, fine. 42, fine. Yeah, okay, let's see. Let's try that. That kind of works with this music. Brr, brr, brr. Alright, so the problem here, what I've done wrong, I realize, is that here should be this. And I guess the solution to that is to go one back. And then it's like, I don't even need this one, to be honest. Oh, it's like gradually. Let's bring it to like 42 here. Yeah, it's fine. It's a beautiful song. Rup, 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 rup. Rup, 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 rup. Okay. Now let's add the critical part, which is the rotation. Let's put it at like 34. Let's see what that looks like. That gives that horizontal motion. It's a little too close to the hand for my taste. TBH. Yeah, the rotation should be a little bit faster. Let's bring it to like, actually no. I know what I have to do. Tuck, tuck, tuck. Tuck. And then bring it to like 40. And then by the time the hand appears, yeah, it's kind of chasing after it, but it's like not as bad. Is this dumb? Is this stupid? Like, what I'm doing with these things. Especially with this slug, I'm kind of realizing this is kind of stupid. Though I still enjoy it. So opacity, let's start right at 0. And then bring it up here to like 20. Here all the way to 80. Here down to like 60. Up to 80 again. And down to 0. Yeah, it's going to crush. It's going to crush real soon. Yeah. They don't even the thing is they don't even look like hieroglyphs. Because I picked the dumbest ones. Like a drawing of a hand. None of this looks like a pharaoh or like, like a scarab or like an ankh or something like that that would make sense as a hieroglyph. These just look like children drawings. And they kind of contrast in a bad way with something like this, which looks super digital, or this, which looks super scrolly, or this, which just looks kind of like enchanted and sparkly. these just look like... And I picked the like nicest one for it. The smoke was so nice without these. But now I'm kind of like married to the concept visually. I can't stop. I'm just gonna make more of them. I don't know, there's something charming about them. I don't hate them, I just kind of hate them. But I like the slug. I'm keeping the slug. Alright, whatever. It is what it is. I want to save it. Try and get a couple more done today before this computer crashes on me. Yeah. Alright, so who's next in line here? Raven. I already have one dark bird. Whoa. I already have one dark bird. I want to have one where all four of them are present. Kinda, sorta. So the blackbird is up here. And then I have this hand. And then these two. So I'm not going to use the raven, although it makes sense to have the raven be dark. This is going to be a white raven, like one of those Game of Thrones ravens, I guess. I have an owl, which is again another bird. Haven't thought this through. 3 birds. So the mug is going to be dark. It's going to be a counterpart to the slug. And it's going to come in... when does the last one start here? Yeah, it's going to come at like 17. And I guess follow like this. So it's going to follow the foot. Or maybe it's going to follow the foot this way. So it's almost like the foot is going to follow it. It's going to just shoot like this. And then I think I'll have one white bird. Will probably be the owl, because it's a little more different than the raven. And I don't think I'll do the raven at all. I'll put it on top for now. I think that 2 blackbirds is 1 blackbird too many. So I'm just gonna hide it for the time being. It's going to be the white owl, which is honestly quite nice, and the only thing here that looks even remotely Egyptian. And then the mug is going to be, it's going to kind of like come this way. So let's see, I'm just gonna... Alright, let's place this mug here. Scale it down. You know the drill. 40%. And I just want to see position. Let's lock that in too for now. Rotation. And anchor point. Why not? What the hell? Now I just want to see the trajectory of the foot. Okay, alright. So this is the problem. Because I already have this bird. So the mug is going to have to like come in here, like right before the hand. So I'm gonna say at like 17:10. This is this is my time to shine. So glad I made all of these anchor points. Yeah, so it's going to follow behind the foot. But I think its trajectory is going to be like shorter. Because the foot kind of goes, it kind of takes the scenic route. And I think with this mug I just want like a short and sweet little thing. So hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Here comes the foot. Here comes the bird. Where's the bird? Here's the bird. And then the mug right after the bird. Yeah. And right before the hand. So hand emerges around here. Yeah, it's gotta be like 7-10. That's the ticket. Let's see how we're doing with memory. Oof. We are cutting it close, friends. I almost am tempted to just quit After Effects. But I won't. Save it. Yeah, this is bad. It's bad. Okay. So position. Let's pull it down a bit. Oh, no, no, no. That's not what I want. Pull it down to here. And anchor point is fine still. Let's adjust the anchor point. I've done this so many times and I still don't remember how to do this. And then scale. Alright, so scale. It's fine. Scale, let's do tuck, tuck. Grow to like 44. Go down to 38. Go up to 42. And down to 40. Why not? I'm gonna save after every single step I make because I just don't want this thing to crush on me and leave me hanging. Anchor point. This time I won't botch it. So I want like right here. Is the tricky part because again it's the same issue. I don't want it to go over the like glider's face. So it's going to be a little bit on the upside here. I want to actually bring the anchor point in a tiny bit here. Just a touch. And then immediately after that, it's going to be shoot out. That's probably too much. Something like that. And then shoot out a little bit more. Alright, so let's see what that looks like. Oh, I keep forgetting to to get rid of these dots. Yeah. Alright, so let's see what this looks like. Ooh, I don't like that sharp dip that it's doing. It's coming in and then, yeah, that's way too sharp. Let's just get rid of this. It's a little bit better. Alright, now that's fine. Let's do this. You already know the drill. Alright. So yeah, it's like grazing the ear. Actually, it's more than grazing the ear. It's like covering the whole thing. But that's fine. I haven't added rotation yet. So I think I can make it happen. Yeah. This is too much. Alright. One more time. I'll just have to make the rotation kind of pronounced in the beginning. It's almost looks like it's wearing like a little like a monocle, like a cool shade monocle. Alright, so rotation. Let's just do 80, see what that looks like. Alright, cool. I'm actually kind of liking this. It's just spinning, you know? It's not doing anything too wild. Can't really tell what it is, but again, that's something that I'll change that a bit. Here, at this point, right here, I want the scale to be a bit on the larger side. So this is 44. Let's make it 46. 42. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Yeah. It's a bit better. It doesn't graze the smoke as much. I'm really running out of space here at this point, but alright, so let's do the opacity thing. Start at like 20. Bring it up to 80. Set 80. Down to 60. Up to 90, why not? And down to 0. Or even down to like 20. Nobody's gonna see it beyond that. And I don't want the fade to be too aggressive. The opacity one always is heavy on the rendering for some reason. That slug is just the dumbest thing. I'm over that slug. I was so into it, but now I'm like, it's too aggressive. Alright, so now the last thing that I have left on that mug is just to do a quick pulse with the outer glow. We've already done this once. I'm just gonna save this real quick. And layer. Outer glow. Let's go somewhere where that thing is actually visible. Where do I want the pulse to happen? I'm thinking like right here is where I want it to start. So outer glow, select like a dark color. Okay. Just going to duck. And then here is where the pulse is going to happen. So increase the spread a tad. Increase the size some. Oh, keep forgetting. Darken. Or maybe multiply. Whatever, it's the same. Alright, so that's too much. Let's go with 20%. And 20%. Yeah, stuck, and then back to 5% on the side. 4%, fine. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Here we go. Mug appears. Pulse. And we're out. The pulse lightful. Yeah, it's fine. Can live with that. So I'm going to collapse all of this stuff. File, save. Let's see where we're at with my space here. Oh, it's not pretty. It is not pretty. Let's one last time clear the cache here. I don't know if this makes it slower or faster. Let's just render everything again. Beauty. And now to just have the owl left, and then we're ready to introduce the fox. I just might make it, if this thing doesn't collapse on me, I just might make introducing the fox. Real quick. Let me just look at this slug again because it's like so nasty to me now. It's like comically too pronounced. It's the only thing I can see honestly when I look at this now. Alright, whatever. I'm over it. So let's look at... This is where we introduced our last character. So let's go. One. Here is where the hand comes out. I think the owl is going to come out here and kind of go this way. Or maybe like here. 18. And then the hand comes out, it's 18. Oh well, they both come out at the same time. Yeah, let's do 1720. Alright, so owl. Let's do it. We already know. Bring it here to the middle. Scale it down. %. I'm not crazy on everybody kind of looking the same direction, so I'm gonna flip this guy around actually, just like so, especially since it's going to go this way. Now, let's do like -40, I guess. Okay, fine. Now, this one should be. Cool. Now let's lock them. Um, now what do I want to do here? I've done this so many times already today and I keep forgetting still. Minus 36 actually is probably better. And then let's bring it up just a tiny bit here. Now let's start doing anchor point. So with this owl, I kind of wanted to do a very broad... I want to show it off a little bit because it's really pretty. So I want it to go like this. And it's going to increasingly like grow in size as it grows in trajectory. So let's do anchor point. And it's just going to be kind of like an exponential increase. Okay, fantastic. Now position. Let's position this in here. And start our sing. So you see it's like gradually shooting out. Which is kind of cool, like just a shooting, like just shooting owl. Maybe that's what I should do with the raven. Oh, what's happening? Why is it going back? What? Oh, okay, I know why. Alright, that's fine. Okay, fantastic. Now is the scale. Let's bring it up. 340. Bring it a tiny way down here just to add some visual interest. All the way to 44 and finally down to like 36 maybe. Let's see what that looks like. Might look awful. Honestly, I think it looks fine. I like this like weird like pulsy thing that it's doing. Cool. Rotation. Bring it all the way to like 100 and maybe just 100. just a jumping, a diving owl. It's the dumbest one yet. Easily. Oof. Alright. That might be too much actually. But let's just, before I make that call, let's just do opacity. So I'm gonna start at like 20% here. And then tuck tuck, build it up to like 80. I've already done the same thing so many times today. Tuck tuck tuck, let's bring it down to 60. And then 80 again. One last pulse. And 0. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Opacity as usual, the most problematic one. Okay, so this should actually be 0. I don't like that it's echoing that other bird a little too much. I don't know if that's noticeable. If that's noticeable because this bird is like so mellow, you hardly notice it. And that owl is really beautiful. I think I made it a touch too big though. I'm just so sick of looking at this thing. At least, the one good thing that came out of this, and this is the point that I made at the beginning of the video, the more things I added, the less likely you are to notice that groping hand here. So, I am counting that as a plus. I guess. Maybe I should just get rid of it. Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Honestly, I'm kind of sick of looking at this thing. Alright, it's finally here. I stayed true to my word. I'm not going to do the Raven. Screw that. Bye, Raven. You're going to the cemetery, bottom here. I want to save this thing real quick. Let's see how I'm doing for space. Okay, we're back in business. Now, let's introduce our fox. So I'm going to just zoom out here a little bit so I can see what I'm doing. And where is this stupid thing anyway? That's the fox. Okay, so alright, so the idea, which again I clearly have not really thought through, is to have this thing leap out. It was, by the way, an absolute nightmare cutting this thing, rotoscoping this fox, even though it was in a really nice and kind of clear background. The fur, you can kind of see that it's still kind of like ephemeral. Yeah, that wasn't fun. Yeah, this is going to kill my computer. I need to figure out what I want to do with this. I have a couple of options that I had in mind. Wow, this like fox goes on forever. Come on, After Effects. Be a pal. Has it just stopped? It's too much. Yeah, the rotoscoping is just too much. Alright, so here we go. So one thing that I thought about is having it just leap from like the middle mass here. Like an alien emerging from the fur. Another idea is to have it like emerge from the face. And I'll be real with you, I've only just thought about that right now. Like right this second. So one cute critter out of the other. It's uncanny and it's kind of unsettling. I do like it on some sort of level. But I think I like the leaping from kind of like center mass better. Also, it hides the slug a little bit, so I'm all for that. It just dawned on me that I'll need to do something with the paws of the squirrel. Like, after all of these vanish, this kind of looks lame. I need to do something with them. Like, beyond this point, where all of this kind of shuts down. Alright, but for now, let's start by just making this motion seamless. So I'm gonna start by anchor pointing this thing. And I'm going to keep the anchor point here. Move the fox slightly down. Alright. And then let's position. Zoom in a bit so that you see what I'm doing. Yeah, alright, so let's see what that looks like. That's pretty spot on, I would say. Do I want to do something with the fur? To make that fox appear less suddenly. Like a mask or something that opens up. I think I do. But I also think that that's a job for next week. So, I promised you foxes, and I gave you, out of 2.5 hours, maybe 20 seconds of foxes. But I'm a man of my word, so there we go. I'm gonna save this. And I'd like to thank everybody for watching. Ooh. Did this thing die on me again? No, it should be good. Just my phone behaving weird. I'm gonna trust that the stream has not crashed on me. I hope I'm not wrong on that. Thank you everybody for watching, and I will see you all next time. Have a good night. Bye.